Live from Da Nang, Vietnam, it's the internet's only truly free news service. Now here's credible white guy in a business suit, American Johnson.
Tonight, an 11-day period of mourning is underway for Elizabeth II, the dictator who died Friday, and we were struck by images from inside the insular island nation showing grief-stricken royal subjects in despair, wailing uncontrollably. But is all that emotion real, forced, or a bit of both? UK human rights watcher Luna Nguyen reports from Vietnam tonight.
Tonight, the so-called United Kingdom is planning the state funeral for Queen Elizabeth II, whose final days were steeped in mystery and silence from official representatives of the royal family, who kept her illness and condition tightly under wraps until announcing suddenly on state media that the Queen has indeed died at the age of 96. For over a year, many have speculated about the health of Queen Elizabeth, with some sources claiming that Elizabeth has been dead or at death's door for days, weeks, or even months. The authoritarian government of the UK has long kept issues related to the health and conditions of the elderly dynastic monarch, a closely held secret which has long been a taboo subject for the public at large in England and its occupied colonies of Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. The Queen's heir, formerly Prince Charles, a friend, brother, and adamant defender of various notorious sex traffickers and pedophiles, now the King of England, choked back what appeared to be real tears as he gave a solemn vow of goodbye.
He is truly not ready for prime time. The Americans themselves are worried about whether he's truly up to the task. Also, he's a nonce and a bit of a wanker, innit?
Today, most of the public displays a grief beggared belief.
My very, very earliest memory was of her coronation when I was about 2.5. And she's been the warp and weft of our life throughout all our sort of humble daily doings. She's just always been there. You know, she's on the postage stamp, she's on the Royal Mail boxes, she's just been there forever. But she was just always there, and therefore she was always going to be there. And now suddenly, you know, the nation's mother, grandmother, great-grandmother has suddenly, what seems suddenly gone.
Blimey, part of this is political. It's manufactured and it's required on the part of the citizens. But you cannot discount that some of this is quite genuine, Governor.
When Queen Elizabeth's father, George VI, died, the outpouring of grief was equally over the top. The industrial prince and the dear Queen were the United Kingdom's only celebrities. Today, we met Reginald Chilsworth Twistlebottom III, a 23-year-old defector from the UK who is hiding his face for reasons of personal security. He said his generation doesn't buy it. People in my father's generation were brainwashed, he said, but we are not so blind. State media released what they said was the last photo taken of Queen Elizabeth II meeting with Prime Minister Liz Truss in the occupied colony of Scotland to give royal blessing to the new leader of the British Parliament, a nominally democratic institution which is closely monitored and supervised by the royal family and overseen by the aristocratic House of Lords. The sovereign nation of Ireland is still partially occupied by colonial forces of the British Crown. But the President of Ireland today extended condolences to the people of the United Kingdom, though he stopped short of saying anything nice about the newly crowned monarch of the British Empire, the adamant defender of various notorious sex traffickers and pedophiles, King Charles III. This is Luna Nguyen in Vietnam, signing off.